up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA, and today I'm here with not one, but two legends of the automotive world. Number one, Mr. Jimmy Shine, which I'm stoked you're doing this with us. And number two legend, and I'm gonna make you guys go look some stuff up, but we're gonna dig in a little bit on a car that's known as Old Yeller. Let's just give the brief kind of, I mean, I know this thing has a massive history. Let's give them the brief history.
Yeah, well, the car was built in 1959 by Max Balchowsky. Max, of course, drove it at first, and then he was introduced to a young man by the name of Dan Gurney that drove the car. And this is when Dan was really cutting his teeth before he was very well known. I mean, he accomplished so much. Dan drove the car and he fell in love with it. I mean, it performed so well.
Yeah.
The car's a special. That's the class it was.
Right.
So it was able to compete with the Jaguars, Ferraris, Porsches, all that. In the car, I mean, it is the true junkyard dog. Just dominating. I mean, it went out there with white wall tires. They came off as a mom and pop Studebaker, you know, and just really just kicked ass.
Yeah.
So then Dan Gurney had another friend that he introduced to Max. Like, a friend of mine would like to drive this car too. He's an aspiring racer and car builder. That gentleman was Carrol Shelby.
I mean, it's so ridiculous.
I know it's silly. It's absolutely silly.
So we got Max, we got Dan Gurney, we got Carrol Shelby.
And a list of many others, but you know, in brief, I mean, those are the two big names that everybody knows.
Sure.
And the car just dominated. Unbelievable. So it's got this racing legacy that still continues today with Dr. Ernie Nagamatsu.
Right. He's the one, he bought the car, as I understand, in the 90s at some point?
Oh, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So Ernie and Elaine have campaigned the car all over the world.
Right.
All over the continental U.S. It's been to Europe, it's been to Australia, New Zealand, you name it, it's been there.
Right. A lot of people that watch our channel like to know what makes up the car, what parts are there. So this is like handmade everything pretty much, right?
It is. I mean, except for the drivetrain. It's a hand-built chromoly tubular chassis. It's all trussed. I mean, when nobody was doing that, Max had this beautiful vision. He was such an engineer.
Yeah.
He built this incredible chassis with the crazy weight displacement, how far back the motor is, where the driver sits.
Yeah.
Very well-balanced car.
Yeah.
Very well-balanced car. And the body.
Yeah.
The body, of course, Max built all of that as well, all hand-built, and it's rough as guts and beauty like a dump truck.
It is.
It is not the most handsome piece to look at.
No, it's not. No, I mean, to call it the junkyard dog is
It truly
it is.
It truly is.
Like, I even read that some of the parts that are on this car are things that he grabbed from a junkyard and repurposed and worked it into this build.
Yeah, the front suspension has Morris minor torsion bars. The upper control arms are Jaguar. The spindles and lower control arms are 59 Pontiac. And he's always ran, I think there was at one point, he did put a Chevy in it, but predominantly it always ran the Buick Nailhead.
Yeah, and that's what's still in the car.
That's what's in the car right now, the Buick Nailhead.
Yeah. So you guys hear a lot of noise in the background, by the way. We're out at Willow Springs. This car had some damage.
In August of 19, it took a pretty good hit back at Road America.
Yeah.
But being the true warrior that it is, you know, we put her back together. She got hit, but it didn't kill it.
Right.
Again, it's a true warrior and it has its battle scars.
Right. And then it's you and your crew that brought this car back from having been hit to now being out here driving.
Yeah, we were the hands, but we had a little help.
Yeah.
Mr. Max Balchowsky, being the racer that he was, we had certain parts of the suspension that were bent, totally salvageable. But we also had this cache of parts that before Max had passed away, he built all the controls, he built all this stuff. So we simply took it off and put Max's parts back on it.
Oh, wow.
So it's still all Balchowsky, it's still all Old Yeller. I mean,
I didn't know that.
I'm getting a little, that's just a crazy thing.
I get it. I mean, just the stickers of who the drivers are that have had their butt in that seat.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's a real honor that we've been given the privilege to work on the car and continue that legacy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of weight on our shoulders, and we very much respect that.
Yeah.
So we're very careful, you know, as we work on the car, think of the history of Shelby and Gurney and Max and Bondurant and Dr. Nagamatsu, who's, I think Gurney has backed that car up further than most of those other drivers have driven it forward. I mean, Ernie has really done one heck of a job.
Yeah. Well, you guys enjoy some footage of the car out on the track right now. Big thanks to Jimmy for doing this, and I promise you're going to see me and Jimmy doing some more stuff together here.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, you guys, we just talked with Jimmy Shine. This is Ernie. Ernie is the one that owns, cares for, drives this car, takes it all over the world to let people like us enjoy it. Plus, brought endless amounts of memorabilia through the years for us. So, how long have you owned this car?
I've owned the car for about 30 years. I knew Max well before that, and it was really by chance. So some of the memorabilia you see is given to me by Max.
Yeah.
Like the trophy is the one Max won. It makes you as an owner, you're given designated responsibility.
Yeah.
And so then it's like, okay, you carry the story forward.
Right.
But the story, the one key story that I always say is, one guy came up to me and he said, we would always go to Riverside to watch this car. And at turn 6 in the stands, all of us, a huge bunch of people, every time that yellow car came by, we stood. And when he said that, you know, it really represented Americana. There's other cars out there, yet this spoke to the American people, the blue-collar people that said, yes, we can do it. So that car represented not only hot rod, it was American, and also underdog, home build. He always said it costs $1,400 to build that car, and he'd say used parts, but it was the best used parts because all the junkyards, if the 120 Jag crashed, Max was the first one to get the good bits.
Yeah.
Near the roll bar, side bar, I have American flag rolled up with duct tape, so that on the last lap at international events, I unwrap the tape and get the American flag and hold that little flag.